Hi, I'm Weiwen from Pilatique, Pilates and Physiotherapy Studio. Given current situation, if you're working desk-bound job, predominantly you're working from home right now. How do you know if your workstation is appropriate for you and how can we modify it? Let's have a look. So, ideally, when we are sitting at our workstation, our feet should be able to touch the ground with our body upright, hands should be rested onto the table with elbow about 90 to 100 degrees, and the workspace, the stuff around should be accessible by the arms. However, assume that in our house we don't have an adjustable chair or adjustable table. So how should we modify? This is where stools, pillows, or even boxes, books comes in handy. What happens you have an unadjustable chair and it's lower than expected? You will have a posture like this where you are hunching over to reach for your keyboard and you will feel that your shoulder and neck is constantly in tension to reach over. On top of that, you can look at my spine, it's actually hunching to actually reach towards the keyboard. Okay. So when we place pillow, we can actually place one as our seat. This is where you can gauge whether you have the height that you desire. And we can actually have another one to place at the back to actually act as a back prop so that you will feel that you are being propped to sit upright. And as you can see now, when I lay my elbow around the table, it's nicely relaxed and I can reach for whatever I want to use. Assuming your chair is actually higher than expected, as you can see my legs are dangling, and actually when I reach over towards my keyboard or whatever I'm going to use in my workstation, I'm actually slouching to reach over. So at this time, what comes in handy might be a box, a keyboard and stool. This is when all your online shopping boxes come in handy, where you can actually put here and then just prop your laptop up this way. And your laptop will be around your eye line so that you can look at the screen without straining your neck. You can have a portable or Bluetooth keyboard or mouse over here, or your paperwork as the tools of your workstation. And then we'll have a stool nicely propping your legs up so that you won't leave your legs dangling here. If your workstation or your material is very proximal to your body, you might consider one to have something to support your elbow, such as this. It can be a bolster or a pillow. You can just put onto your lap as a support so that your elbow is nicely supported when you're reaching for your keyboard or your materials. It is to prevent slouching or overreach towards whatever you want to read. It is also recommendable to do some light stretches and movement to reduce rigidity and increase mobility so that we can prevent musculoskeletal pain from prolonged sitting. So the first one is cat and cow, including spinal flexion and extension. So first, finger interlace at the back of your head. Breathe in, prepare. Breathe out, just go into a flexion. Think of slouching, looking at your thighs. As you breathe in, lengthen your spine, open up your chest, looking forward, shining your chest. Breathe out. Breathe in. In this exercise, you're going to feel your spine curling and lengthening. You can repeat about 5 to 10 times before we move on to the next exercise. So the next exercise, you can keep on having your finger interlace with your hands at the back of your head. Now this time, keeping your bum still, reaching your right elbow to the ceiling. Exhale. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, move towards the other side. Inhale, coming back to center. So as you're reaching one elbow up to the ceiling, you want to feel the same side body being stretched all the way up. Then as you return, it comes back to alignment and reaching the other side. So it moves your spine towards the side, creating a lateral flexion. Okay. You can repeat 5 to 10 times before we move on to the next exercise, which is spinal rotation. So in spinal rotation, you can just sit still with your hips steady, reaching opposite up towards the thigh, reaching your arms forward and turn towards the side. Breathe in, return, sit up tall. Breathe out, go again. As you're reaching, you should be feeling your spine twisting towards the end range and return. Then you can switch side, just switch your arms over, reaching your arms forward. Exhale, reach again. And return. Make sure your hip is not moving along with you. It's only your rib cage and your trunk that is twisting. Okay. Alright, so this one as well, repeat 5 to 10 times to finish off your spinal movements. We can also do it in standing position. It is also recommendable to do breathing exercise during the intervals of your work period to create calmness and also to re-energize you for the day. Here's how. You can actually push yourself away from your table and then just lean over, rest at the back of your head, and do inhale and exhale. As you inhale, feel the expansion of your rib cage. Exhale, relax into it. As you breathe in, you can count into 2 counts, and exhale 4 counts. You can pace your breath like this for 2 minutes, and afterwards you will feel more re-energized. Last but not least, here are a few tips for you to take home. No matter how perfect our workstation, our sitting posture can be, you should not stay in sitting position for long hours. It is recommendable for you to interrupt your sit for every at least 30 minutes, go up, fetch some water, go to toilet, take a stroll. And also, since we are not recommended to stay in the same position for a long time, you can actually substitute your chair. So the use of a gym ball is to help you to stay afloat and for you to actually strategize your sit, because it's always movable. So this way, it allows you not to just stay in the same position while you're sitting. However, with gym ball, you need to find a good height for you to stay in a very good position for you to work. And also, it's recommendable if you can get a chair or table that is adjustable, so you can always adjust them to the height that you need. So here's all from me. I'm Wei Wen. Hope this helps. Bye!